Holden Downs, aka Pyro, a professional boxer from Jacinto, an ex-demolitions expert. Holden Hot Hands Downs, 22-0 fighter, was asked to join the coalition as a flame soldier. One day, as he and a team of cog soldiers were sitting around a campfire, Soldier told the story of an ancient race of soldier hunters called the Mandalorians, who travelled from planet to planet, hunting their targets whether they were criminals on the run, or they owned the government money. Holden thought this was just a story. One day, while on a routine mission during E-Day, he came across an old semi-caved-in tunnel underneath some rubble, was a helmet and some broken armour. He remembers that a part of the story was that Mandalorians never take off their helmet, as it strikes fear into enemies. As he places this helmet onto his head, from that day forward, he is known as Pyro. So this character was just something that I really wanted to create. I really had something to... so I've been watching The Mandalorian during that time, and I just really wanted to do something involving him, or a Mandalorian being brought into the universe. I loved, the big bulky Mandalorian. I forget his name. But he was just cool. He was voiced by Jon Favreau, who made the show. I just loved his look. He was big, he was clunky, and he was a brute. I liked his helmet, and I just thought I really wanted to incorporate that kind of style into a Gears figure. And I had this flamethrower that I had gotten in a bundle ages and ages ago, and a good friend of mine sent me just a separate flame tank pack. And this is my second version of this. The first time I tried to make this, it all went wrong. The torso kept breaking, and then the backpack was hindering articulation. It couldn't bend backwards. It was just always leaning forwards, and I had to scrap it. I almost threw the whole project out, and then I found a spare torso, and I worked with it. I worked with it, and eventually the result gave me this, which I am so much happy with, because he's got all of his articulation. The backpack's on properly. The flamethrower's there. And as you may have already seen, I've connected the flamethrower to the backpack, so you can kind of see where the ignition goes through, and the chemicals will come out of that end. So I'm happy with the way I've done it. I've also copied the colours from the actual figure and from the character from the show, as you'll see it. There'll be an image pop up here. And if you guys are wondering, yes, I've made a tiny little flag banner. Just when I do these videos and these customs, just so it's kind of, yeah, I like blue. I've also got new gloves, because the other ones were see-through, and even though my dermatitis is still getting bad, the gloves are see-through. You can still see through them. You can still see my very disgusting hands. So hey, new gloves. You get to see my disgusting, horrible hands. But yeah, I was just really happy to make this custom. So to go through the figures that I used to make this, one was a heavy Mandalorian, obviously for the helmet only, which was a great fit. The peg I had to work around, but it managed to work. The torso is from a Gears of War 3 Marcus, as a lot of my customs will be, because he's the cheapest figure to purchase at the moment. This is a pair of Cole legs, because yet again, he was the cheapest to find at that moment in time too. So it's kind of that, but I've incorporated all the colours that's on the heavy Mandalorian into this figure. And just so it kind of looks right and it feels right. I'm happy with him. He's big, he's a brute. I love the way he's come out. So yeah, let's just go into the detail of how I've painted. So the helmet was the already natural colour. I just added some weathering and stuff to it. I've painted this gauntlet yellow and the hand panel brown, because that's how it is on the actual figure and on the design. And then opposite side, I've painted this a dark brown and this a light blue, because that's how it looks. Painted the parts here blue, along with some brown on the pouch. The knee pad is yellow, but the boot is blue with a bit of brown. And I painted this boot brown and the rest blue, because it's just, if you'll see by the image here, it's just matching colour wise to that. But I also added some light blue here in the middle to these lights in this strip. And then this flame pack, which I used, it's normally red, but I actually painted yellow just so it had a different, but there's bits of red that stick through, it's rusted metal. But yeah, I didn't do much to him. I didn't have to do a lot, and I'm grateful that I didn't have to do a lot, because sometimes less is more, and I feel that way about this guy. I'm so impressed with him. I hope you guys enjoy him. I hope you enjoy what I've done with him. I love him pretty much. And if I ever get like a nice little flame effect, I will be attaching it to the end of this, and I look forward to doing stuff like that. Anyway, take care. See you all soon.